welcome back to the Lion's Den. Panzer King here, bringing you my 400 subscriber giveaway. As of today, I'm at 407. Actually, Mr. Scrubber just became my 407th subscriber today, so that was nice. And I will definitely be giving you guys a little bit of a nice tribute back. I always make sure that I give back to the people in this community, and all you have to do is just like and subscribe and comment and tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, and how I can improve. And that's one of the reasons why I started up this YouTube channel, was to show the world what I can do, my ideas, and what I want to see this community or help develop this community into a better entity than what it was yesterday. But also just to be part of it too, right? I'm definitely a big fan of a lot of people's channels out there, and I'm not going to mention a single one because you guys know who you are. I follow, I comment all the time, and I would be doing a disservice because I would probably leave somebody out. So that being said, we're at 400, and I figured, you know what, let's do something different this time. And I reached out from Doug at Historical Board Gaming, and I said, Doug, listen, I'm reaching 400 pretty soon. This was, I think, when I was like 392. And I said, Doug, hey, can you help me out here? Can you provide me with a giveaway? And you know what I'm going to do? I'll add a little Panzer King touch to it. So he said, yeah, not a problem. I was placing a fairly decent order then on that day, and he sent a whole bunch of extras with it. Of course, it took a bit to figure out what it was, and if you watched one of my recent unboxing videos, I'm sure you know what it was. So without further ado, I'm going to be giving away not one, not two, but 3 prizes. The third prize will be for the Global 40 fans out there, and the first 2 are going to be for the Global 36 and America fans. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to show you what the first and second prize are. And this is not just coasters. There's a bit more to it. But this is a set of coasters from Historical Board Gaming that I'm sure most of you guys have out there, but you could always use more for sure, especially for markers and whatnot for your units, for your production phase and all that. You guys are going to get 1 of each. On top of that, Doug gave us some pens too. So we're going to throw in some little historical pens for there, some swag. But he has recently come out with an E100 series chassis of kind of a whole bunch of interesting units on this big 100-ton chassis the Germans were going to develop but never did. So consequently, what I did is I decided to paint some of these guys up. So I did this one up here in black, and this is the E100, the V1 missile version. Slapped a V1 missile on this, and this is a Panzerkampfwagen E100, basically a very large tank, right? It was never really realized, but very cool sculpt. So that is going to be one of them. But on top of that, I also did that in the gray version as well. So I'm going to be giving away a gray and black set, as long as with this set. So whoever gets to select first can choose either the black or the gray. So that is cool. But on top of that, there is also a variant of this, and that is the Flakvilling 128 Flak 40 on an E100 chassis. And these right here, I painted the anti-aircraft guns white, just kind of with my color coding system, and just painted the tips black. And of course, I put the German Bulkaroos on there. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. But there's more. So consequently, they kept on having new and cooler designs. This one is an interesting one, and I didn't really paint much of this. This is the kind of the air-to-missile or air-to-air or ground-to-air missile or SAM missile kind of put on the E100 chassis. And I didn't paint it because I figured, you know what, it's kind of badass. I figured I'd leave it black, kind of like a missile on my coating system. So of course, I just put the German Balkaroos on those. So those turned out not too bad. Now the next one is the Alligator, E100 Alligator. And this right here has a dual cannon on it, and I painted this gray just for the fun of it. Just I think it would look good with the gray and the black, and painted the black tips there. And once again, that had a fairly large caliber gun on it. And what next? Yes, the Crocodile. You guys might be fans of the Stugs or tank destroyers. Well, I painted the purple barrel on this one to represent my color coding system of tank destroyers, and put the German Balkaroos on there. So some of you guys, if you're not into decaling and painting, that's okay. You can experiment this. And the nice thing about this, the reason why I decided to paint them colors, it's nice just to have them all pre-painted. But also on top of that, it's nice to see some variants too. And if you don't like the colors, just paint over them. Just a small brush, right? And you can paint the black and gray. Now this is the APC, or Armored Personnel Carrier. Fairly large unit, looks bigger. And I painted this red to go with my advanced mechanized color system. So, you know, I think it actually kind of stands out, looks kind of cool. And maybe you might adopt this for your games, maybe you might not, right? Maybe this might just be a fun little set to display somewhere. Then we have what I would say would be my self-propelled artillery, more or less. I painted it with the blue cannon up here, and once again, this is on the E100 chassis. And we did a black and gray version of this. And on top of that, last but not least, the E100 tank itself. Painted it gold, the gold barrel for my heavy armor. And once again, didn't go too crazy with some of the painting, but I put a little bit of love in this just so you guys would enjoy that. So this is all one prize. This is all one prize. Not done yet. Oh no, no, no. So usually with every ground unit, the Germans were very successful because they also had an air unit on top of that. So here we are. Now the Arato was an interesting plane, the Arato E340, and that is this guy right here. It's kind of a medium twin engine bomber. It was designed to relatively go into high speeds. I painted it orange to represent my color coding system with orange. And I painted the tips, painted the wings and whatnot. But yeah, no, these things could bring up to about 13,000 pound payload, right? So they were not a bad thing if you came across on the skies to shoot down, because it definitely could cause a lot of damage on the other end. And next we have the Junkers 287 medium jet bomber. Now I painted this silver. Usually a lot of my jet bombers are gold, but I figured, you know what, let's paint it silver, just kind of as the next step up. Multi-engined, had engines in the front and in the back of the wing, and of course had a cool anti-slope forward projection wing, as opposed to the kind of the Delta style before, right? So it was supposed to be designed to outrun interceptors, and I think it had maximum range about 1,500 kilometers. So yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy that too. But we're not done yet. Just like everything, there always has to be a heavy bomber. Now this is the Junkers, or sorry, the Heinkel 277, 4-engine bomber. Very cool one indeed. Like I say, this one never really saw a lot of service. A lot of these were all productions and stuff like that, but it was designed to be a long range and derivative of the Ju-90, or sorry, not the Ju-90, the Ju-290, and also could have been used as a heavy transport too as well. So that is cool. Now another one that is very interesting is this one, an even weirder design yet again, and that is, this is a gold heavy jet bomber. And you can see here, once again, I'll see a bit of paint on my hands. Right here, like I say, this one was supposed to be a long-range heavy jet bomber in a weird design, kind of like a gull wing design. I don't know how fast or how long it would have been, but obviously it was a cool sculpt. I don't know how I really feel about it, but I had to decal it and paint it the way I saw fit, right? And then finally, I think this is the Junkers 288 Ship Killer. And it's basically a medium bomber, but without bombs. It had a huge cannon on the bottom here, right? So you can use this as medium bombers on your build or whatever, or on your map. But also, if you have medium bombers that are attacking ships, good sculpt to have, right? So yeah, guys, like I say, I figured I'd just paint those up for 2 lucky winners. You're gonna get all of this or all of this. So definitely enter, like, subscribe, comment, and hopefully you'll enjoy them when you get them in the mail, if you are lucky enough to win. However, let's part this for a bit and pay homage back to Global War 40 that got me started in this whole game. And I'm going to be giving away a giveaway, and this is going to be my Global 40 card set. Yes, I am retiring from Global 40. It's a great game, but unfortunately, it's time for me to move on and let somebody else enjoy these wonderful cards. It cost me a few bucks to get these made up, and of course they're all double-sided. I have all the Italian cards here put together, you know, the bonuses for them. But if you're just starting out in this hobby, Global 40 is a great game to get into, right? You know, rockets for technology. You know, what else do we got here? We also got the top secret ones, the research cards, the German cards, and then of course your setup and your build-up cards. Great references for Global 40. And cool thing about it is, I mean, you got Japan, you got America, even Russia, right? But you also have some of the 1942 setup cards here too as well, which I never really played, never really got into the 42 setup. But I'm going to give this all away to somebody who is just a beginner in this, you know, just a Global 40 player, or maybe an Axis and Allies player, or maybe even a BBR player, but somebody, you know, that's not ready to make the jump to Global War 36, you know, then hopefully, yeah, this might be something you might really enjoy. So yeah, let me know, guys. So basically, how are you going to enter into this contest? Well, it's going to be really simple. You are going to just simply put down one of two things. If you just want to be entered in this, you're going to put in Global 40. If you're going to want to be entered in both of them, you're going to put Global 40, Global 36. Well, how about this? We'll just make it easy. Put down Global 40 for this, and Global 36, Global 40. And that's it. That's as easy. If you just want to be part of the 36 draw, you definitely can. Like if you're not really interested in this, just put down Global 36. This way then I can separate the people and have different categories, right? But if you're hoping to win in all of them, then you can just enter simply by putting down Global 36 and 40. Now, one little caveat, or one little interesting little note here. You have to put them in brackets. So bracket, Global 40, bracket. If you don't put it in brackets, it's not going to be accepted. And just two simple brackets, just the side brackets there. I'll even accept quotation marks too. Because if people see it on the comments and they haven't watched the video and they just want to enter, they're going to think, oh, just type in Global 40. Well, I think the comments will kind of speak for themselves, and if people understand, if you do brackets or the brackets, either one will work. So just make sure you do that, and like I say, it's going to be a simple, easy draw. One different thing I'm going to do here is it's going to have a time limit. So we are going to go for 48 hours, so 2 days. So I'm going to cut it off. I may not do the draw in 2 days, but I'm going to cut it off in 2 days. So by the time this video is posted, it's probably going to be midnight, March 29th, 2021. So we'll have 2 days. So basically on April 1st, April Fool's Day, at midnight there, the draw is cut off. So March 31st, midnight, the draw will be cut off. So 2 days, guys. So that's the cutoff, and if you are watching this after that, then sorry, tough luck. So hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy these pieces. I'll just zoom in a little bit more. Very grateful to Doug to sending these to me free of charge. So definitely check out his site. Go take a look and explore and see all these great units, or maybe be lucky enough and you can win a set. And if you do win, we'll just grab your email, and the first winner will have the choice of either gray or black, and the second winner will have to pick the other. And then, of course, the Global 41 will probably be drawn separately. So anyways, guys, take care. Thanks again for 400, and we'll see you again real soon. Maybe 450, maybe 461, you know, maybe 500, don't know. I might do a giveaway just to throw you guys a loop. Take care, and you guys all stay classy.